speaker. Anyway, we came to the point in the program where he said, today it doesn't matter what you have done, whether you've lied, whether you've stolen, whether you've cheated, whether it doesn't matter what your sin, how grievous your sin may be. Today is the day that you can cleanse your soul, that you can get right with God, and you can put your future in his hands. And therefore I ask those who want to do this today to rise and follow me and repeat after me. And I don't know, I felt the calling. Yeah. There were probably 400 other people stood together, and we confessed our sins, and we got right with Christ. And I have to tell you, it was like a cement block being removed from my chest. I left there with a great feeling of peace. I had to pose for a lot of selfies because I was, thanks to CNN, pretty widely recognized, but it was my honor. And I have been proud to talk about this renewal of my faith. Now, I am still a Catholic. I have returned to St. Anthony's Catholic Church in Fort Lauderdale, where Father Michael Grady has given me very solid spiritual advice. Franklin Graham sent me a Bible where he had annotated certain sections of the Bible for me to read. I've really found out, which I never really realized, how practical the Bible is. This is not just some history book. It doesn't matter what your situation is. There's like solid practical advice throughout the Bible, regardless of what problem you're dealing with. I particularly like the Psalms. I could probably read Psalm 91 by memory at this point, but there are many others. I'm now just kind of moving into getting a greater knowledge of Proverbs, but this is the greatest decision that I've ever made, and I'm very at peace with it. Now, David, a lot of people are going to say, Roger Stone, the guy's a showman. He's a political animal. This is a pose. This is a head fake. This is posturing to gain public sympathy. The old Roger Stone would have been angry about that, but I'm not angry because I really believe that he, God, knows what's in my heart. He knows whether my conversion back to my faith is real or not, whether it is honest or not, and therefore I'm perfectly at peace. Let those who want to scoff. It does not bother me.
Roger, I want to get to some of that in a moment. Let me clarify but let me just understand the timeline. This is all going on when exactly, as it relates to some of what you were going through from a legal perspective? When was this happening specifically?
Well, let's see. This happened prior to my trial, which was on November 20th in Washington, D.C. I would say about a month prior. At the trial, I brought a Bible to the courtroom, and I was consulting the Bible every day. But I mean, the whole process for me has gone on for well over 2 years. It's been a tumultuous period that I'm, as you know, not allowed to speak about. But for anyone